Hello, this is Shan Chandrasekhar welcoming you to another delightful part of our programming. As part of ATN's tribute to 100 years of Indian cinema, during our 100 episodes, we brought you some of the finest motion picture stars, producers, directors, music directors, playback singers, and choreographers. Now, talk of choreography in the field of Bollywood films, nobody is more well known than Bosco Caesar. They've had some outstanding box office hits with their choreography. Here is a glimpse of their work.
Desvíe la mirada, quédate cerca de
Caesar, welcome to the show.
Pleasure is all mine, sir.
You've had so many big hits. Some of the work that you have done has really propelled those films to big box office success, and I would say to a great extent it has to be attributed to your choreography and the popularity of those dance numbers. Dance has now become an integral part of Indian cinema. It was always important, but today the concept of dance plays an extremely important role in Indian cinema. Tell me about this particular importance and the growth.
I think since I was a kid, I've seen dancing in our industry, Bollywood, behind the trees, or you have 50 dancers in one color. Dancing in Bollywood now has changed. It's become versatile. You have different styles of choreography, you have different styles of choreographers. The way a choreographer thinks, a way dance forms have come. That's changed so much that it has improved for the betterment, of course, for the movie. And of course, it's a challenge for the stars because they have to be versatile. They can't be just running around trees and, you know, with flowers in their hand. I think Bollywood as a word is so colorful. So we believe in colors. India believes in colors, and as choreographers, we have to believe in colors. And dancing for me is never a challenge or anything. I think it's an expression, what I believe in. I think anyone says they can't dance, it's like saying you can't cry or you can't smile, because you can dance when you're happy, you can dance when you're sad, when you're drunk you can dance. So I don't think so. So dancing is an expression for me.
Needless to say, dance runs in your blood, you know, and I have to congratulate you. What an outstanding award that you received. You received a national award for your great work. Señorita became such a big hit worldwide. Tell me about that song, and it's from the movie, of course, with Hrithik Roshan, Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara.
It has a nice and funny story behind the song. We were in a studio. There was Akshay Kumar, there's Bosco, there's myself, and it was a break. And I get a call saying, are you all free? So I said, who's this? Your old friend who used to do commercials with you, Sunita from the production. I said, yeah, cool, I just finished on schedule, I will do it. And I look at Bosco and say, are you doing this song with me, or you want to go for a holiday? He said, no, I don't want to do it, you go ahead. In another 1 hour, I get a call from Zoya saying, you're doing the song for us, right? I said, sorry? And she said, yeah, there's a song in Spain. And Bosco said, yeah, I'm coming. I said, okay, let's go party. This is how we got the song, and this is how we planned the song, thinking that we would go to Spain, we would party, and we would enjoy ourselves. And suddenly the song became a huge hit. And, you know, in fact, the best thing was that we were shooting this song without any tension, we were there to have fun. And I think so that came out so well in the song that the three boys, Hrithik, Farhan and Abhay, were having just fun. They were just crashing a party and they were having fun, and that's what we did. We crashed into Spain and we had fun, and we got around 7 awards for it.
That's fantastic, well deserved. Well, he's talking about this incredible film where they received 7 awards. Fabulous choreography. Now tell me, I heard a story that when you received this award, one of the ministers asked you a question, I believe, about how you
Yeah.
acquired this talent.
I was receiving the award, and the communication minister,
Yeah.
lady said, do you speak Spanish? And I looked at her, I said, no ma'am. Then how do you do a flamenco and salsa in the song? I said, ma'am, Bosco and we are Catholic boys. Dancing is in our blood. So
That is fantastic. Again, congratulations.
thank you so much.
Let's rewind a little bit. I interviewed Vidhu Vinod Chopra here a while ago,
Yes.
and he was talking about Mission Kashmir, and your name came up there, that you had composed a terrific number there, and that became very popular as well. So tell us about your first entry. I think the Mission Kashmir was the
Was
first
the
big
first
break for you.
Yes.
Right.
Rind Poshmal with Ritik, and the second song was Socho Ke Jilo Ka Shehro. We did 2 songs in it.
Right.
We got the movie because of Mr. Prahlad Kakkad. We used to do a lot of commercials with him.
Right.
And then we met Pradeep Sarkar.
Uh-huh.
And Pradeep Sarkar suggested her name to Vidhu Vinod Chopra.
Right.
And he said, there are these 2 young boys,
Right.
Catholic boys. They
Right.
don't know anything about Kashmir
Right.
or anything about traditional dancing.
Right.
But you see them,
Right.
you'll love them. And I met, Bosco and I met Mr. Vidhu Vinod Chopra, and he said, okay, choreograph the song and show us. And we choreographed it, slightly traditional, slightly Bosco Caesar style.
Right.
And he loved it. He gave us our first movie, and it was great because Ritik made our choreography look so outstanding, because it's always been a pleasure. He's perfectionist. So when you do a little, he makes it to 500%.
Wow.
So Rind Poshmal was our first song for Bollywood, and it was nominated for all the awards.
That's fantastic.
We could not get the award that year, I was told, because we didn't have a DDA card, that's Dance Director Association card. Otherwise, our first movie and first song in Bollywood would be our first award too.
That's fantastic. From there, we go on to another big hit, Munna Bhai MBBS.
Oh, yes.
Sanjay Dutt. So
Yes.
tell us about that.
Yes, after Mission Kashmir, Munna Bhai MBBS was the next one, because it was Vidhu Vinod Chopra's production. And we did this song called Dekh Le, where a girl is hired in the hospital, and she dances for this guy who's about to die, Jimmy Shergill. And it was a quite difficult song to be choreographed and to be in that thin line between, being vulgar and sexy. So we had to, very minutely see to the details, because the director was quite not sure whether this song would work, because being a cobweb there in the hospital, and on the top of the cobweb there's a girl who is just going up and down, so it may look vulgar. But I think the song came out good. We were nominated, and I think God has been really great.
Jab We Met was another big hit, and you had more than one number that you choreographed there.
Yeah, Jab We Met was nice. We had Moja Hi Moja, which was a super duper hit. And there was Nagara. Nagara became a big super hit because it was pure dhol, and it was a Punjabi track. But I still like Moja Hai Moja.
Do you like music yourself, like in the sense, obviously,
Yes.
because you've got so much rhythm
Yes,
in you?
yes, yes.
Nagara Nagara got so much rhythm in it,
Yes.
right? Can you just hum the first tune, with the rhythm?
And no, I can't. I may be a good dancer, but not a good singer.
I said, when you do outdoor and indoor production,
Yes.
your choreography, is there any difference when you compose something, whether the sequence is indoor, shot indoor, or whether the sequence is shot outdoor with the same artist?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Because outdoor, the scale of the choreography can be bigger and larger. And in indoor, it can get compressed.
Okay.
So you have to think that way also, because outdoor, as you see, you can have 20 dancers and make it look like 100. But in indoor, you can have that particular dancers and still it will look compressed because of the lighting and all. So choreography always differs from an outdoor song to an indoor song. The outdoor songs are much louder, they're much as in movement is more.
Right.
But in an indoor song, like a set song, the movement has to be very restricted because of the low angles, because of the you can run out of the set.
Yeah.
So the movement has to be quite restricted.
Fantastic. You mentioned the word low angles. It's amazing.
Yes.
In the old days, it was only the directors who you would usually say low angles, you know, wide shot, mid shot, cut shot, over the shoulder. You know, we want to now a tilted, a crane shot. Now today, choreographers like yourself who are very successful, you're now getting way beyond only composition of the dance because you have a conceptual framework of what the finished product is going to look like. So tell me about this transition, how things have changed in the industry.
Like 20 years back, I think 20 years back, choreographers used to be like only choreography and suggest, you know, what would it look like. But today, I have to know from the camera angle, how many cameras I'm going to use, what is the lens I'm going to use on, what is the format I'm going to use on camera, whether it's digital or whether it's film. So that I have to decide. I have to decide the main protagonist costume, I have to decide the dancer's costume, I have to decide what kind of set it is, colors it is, everything. So it's my baby.
That's fantastic.
And I take the call. Director has the say, but on the set, it's I'm the guy who's directing. It's Bosco and me who say, okay, these are the calls we are going to take and these are the dancers what we require. This is the set going to look like. And everyone works like a team and then it's our baby. And so the choreographers now in Bollywood have to be very strong in that. They have to be technically also strong. It's not only saying 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8 or just a whistle and the dance goes on. No. You have to say camera, you have to say movement, you have to say action and everything.
Weddings today all over the world, you know, South Asian weddings especially, have become very colorful, have become grand. And there are no South Asian weddings without your choreography where local groups are all reenacting and performing your dance. And one such is from Salame Ishq. You had a wedding dance choreographed there, a beautiful piece. Tell us about that.
Salame Ishq was a challenge because first of all we were working with so many artists in one movie. So many main strong artists like Salman Khan, Akshay Khanna, there was John Abraham, there was Priyanka Chopra, there was Vidya Balan. So it was a challenge for Bosco and me to think out of the box and sequences where Akshay is dancing separately and the artist is dancing and but Nikhil Advani, who's the director, played a very important role. He gave us the freedom to do what we were thinking and supported our vision to it. So and since Bosco and I have been very close as friends and as party animals, we knew what the weddings look like, and so we put in our efforts and we made sure that it will be something different and very colorful.
That's wonderful. Why don't we take a look at that? Congratulations. Three Idiots was another big film of yours. And Zooby Dooby, oh, that what a song you composed, like in the sense your choreography there was superb. So tell us about it. That too with big stars. I guess it's Amir Khan and Kareena Kapoor. Right.
Yeah. That song also, to tell you about it, when we choreographed it, and we went, the first day I still remember, we went on the set and Bosco looked at me, I looked at him and I said, the set is too small. We need a bigger set. And the director said, no, because everything is paid for, we are ready to shoot. And Bosco said, no, I don't think so. I think we need a bigger set. And then the calls went to the producer, which was Vidya Chopra. The set was broken, made into a bigger set, and there you are. We got the Screen Awards, we got the Filmfare Award for it. So it was good call. A little money was wasted for that day, but I think the result is in front of your eyes.
Gunde, which is of course your recent big hit as well. So tell us about it.
Gunde, Ali the director, he's a good friend because we did his first movie called Mere Brother Ki Dulhan with Katrina and Imran. And this is the second movie. Ranveer and Arjun are good friends, they are like pals. Priyanka is an excellent dancer. There's Tune Mari Entry and there's Jashne Ishka. These are the two favorite songs of mine. We worked around 6 months to do all the songs, and it's come out great. I think Tune Mari Entry is going to be one of our latest hits.
You talked about Priyanka is an excellent dancer, you mentioned. Now there are many in the industry who are very good dancers, and some who are good learners.
Yes.
If they are not very professional in their dance, they may be able to really pick up.
Yes.
There are others who may require a little bit more help from you.
Yes.
Now, in those
you're being very generous. Yes.
How do you then choreograph when they are together acting in a movie? There are idiosyncrasies that go on. There's ego involved with big stars because one doesn't want to feel inferior to the other in terms of on-air performance. How do you balance that?
Because we used to do music videos a lot, Bosco and me, before we got into Bollywood.
Right.
We have learned one thing.
Right.
Like I'll give you an example. Our biggest hit of our music video was Lift Kara De by Adnan Sami. We realize that great choreography is not required to make a song hit. A great step, a simple step is required. Like the step was Lift Kara De. It just signified that going upwards. It became a super hit, the step and the song. After that we did Das Bahane. Time and time again that we don't have to do multiple steps. We have to do simple steps which are cute and which a layman can do it. So we follow a artist's body language. We know how Abhishek moves, we know how Salman, Katrina, Priyanka moves. We know how Bobby Deol, Sunny Deol, Dharmendra moves. We know how their body language works. We know how, we have learned what will look nice. So we have learned to choreograph on them and to visualize them when we are doing the choreography. Without getting excited that this is a song we can do Usher or Justin Bieber or we can do Michael Jackson steps on it. No. If it is Dharmendra or it is Sunny Deol, we will choreograph according to the artist because it is very important for our artist to look nice, not Bosco Caesar to look nice. Bosco Caesar will look nice if the artist will look nice. So we follow that, and I think we have successfully done that till now.
Your conceptual framework, simultaneously you're working on more than one film and producers have come to you with different scripts now. When do you conceptualize the moment the music recording is finished, that recording is brought to you right away, am I correct?
Yes.
So you already have an idea of the lyrics and the rhythm.
Yes.
So, and then you know which artist it is. So then you decide how you want to choreograph this.
Yes.
Now, do you then tell the director, depending on whether it's a dream sequence or whether it is a reality sequence, as to the number of dancers that you need, as backdrop, and the total number of artists involved? Can you tell me the process?
Actually, when the song comes to us, the director gives a brief whether there's any story around it. So we listen to it. And nowadays what Bosco and I do is always make sure we get the script of the full movie. We read the script, that we are in same frame of mind what the director is. We should not go from the artist's character. As in, suddenly if he's playing a spy, he can't be a disco dancer. So we stay with that, and then around that we come out with our vision of this is how the song should look like, this is how the set should be. Now what's the take on it? Whether are you ready to spend so much of money on it and make it a super hit,
Right.
or you want to compromise and see what it can be done.
Right.
So that's the process, and then the director and the production takes a call on it, or we produce it ourselves. Like we tell the producer that this is the amount required for this song, and this song is going to look like this, because we give our audio and video referencing to it.
Oh,
We remove references like pictures or videos or something like that, and we give a full reference video to the director and the producer.
so it's like a storyboard. almost.
Yes,
Right.
exactly, like a
Right.
storyboard. This is how it's going to be.
Right.
That there's no confusion. Tomorrow you can't say that, oh Caesar, but you had said this. No, Caesar had said this, Bosco has said this.
Right.
This is how it's going to look, and this is, you like it, you go ahead.
Right.
Otherwise we can always change it.
Bluff Master was
Yes.
another big hit of yours. So
Yes.
tell us about this, because this is again Abhishek Bachchan.
Yes.
And that particular piece, that song there became such a big hit with your
Ek mein aur ek
choreography.
tu, yes. Bluff Master, actually, Abhishek and Bosco Caesar started their career together.
Yeah, that's Vishal Shekhar's music, right?
Yes.
Right.
Technically, Shararat was our first break with Abhishek Bachchan.
Right.
And we are good friends.
Right.
Bluff Master became Rohan Sippy
Right.
gave us this movie.
There's a fantastic movie where you did the choreography. The number was again a big hit with enormous Punjabi, influence. That's from the movie Partner.
Yes.
I think it's Soni De Nakre.
Soni De Nakre. Partner was just after Salamesh.
Yeah.
And Salman had got so used to Bosco Caesar
Right.
that the choreography what we did for Partner, he was eager to do it again and again. As in, he was in love with the songs, because Sajid Wajid did a great songs for Partner.
Yeah.
And Soni De Nakre was again a challenge, because to convince Govinda and Salman Khan to do a song like that, and Bosco Caesar doing Soni De Nakre.
You were one of the first people in the field of choreography from the Indian film industry to sort of invade the Hollywood film industry.
Oh, yeah.
So you made a good mark there as well. The movie, I think The Fall.
The Fall.
Was a, from what I
Yes.
understand, was a success. So tell
Yes.
us about it.
Tarsem Singh is the director.
Right.
He's I've done a lot of commercials with him. With the first commercial was with him for Pepsi with Christina Aguilera, the pop singer. And then he asked me for this movie, The Fall. There's a sequence in the movie where there's a sequence called Whirlishing Dervishes. If I can recollect your mind, Jodha Akbar,
Yes.
where everyone is turning around, that was the form. It's called Whirlishing Dervishes.
Right.
So we had done that in the movie called The Fall, and it was much before Jodha Akbar. So otherwise people would start comparing that we did it, but we had done that much before, and it came out to be quite good. It's a ceremony where the bride and the groom are about to say, as in it's a nuptials.
Right.
So that time the dancers were doing the Whirlishing Dervishes.
Right.
It was shot in Jodhpur in the fort, and the sequence is quite beautiful.
Do you want me to finish the story? When I fall asleep.
I've heard this term, dating nach.
Yes.
In Bombay, I guess every dancer knows about the term
Yeah,
dating.
yeah.
So tell us about this.
Fata Poster Nikla Hero. It's a latest movie of Shahid Khan, Shahid Kapoor, and we have done the full movie. Dating Nach is one of the super hit songs right now. Dating means daring. Dating means many other things. So, matlab you have to, as in it means you have to dance as if no one is seeing.
Right.
They say, there's a saying, right? You dance as if no one is watching.
Yeah.
So it's like that. So dating means you have to just enter, you're dancing, imagine yourself, you're singing in the bathroom, that way you're dancing. So Dating Nach became a super hit, Nargis has done and Shahid has done a wonderful job. So, and Agal Bagal, one of the other songs which became a super duper hit of Fata Poster, the step, in fact, it created a rage, and thank God for it.
That's fantastic. You got so many hits. A multi-star cast movie again, Desi Boys.
Oh yes, Akshay and John. The full movie was done by us, and Desi Boys was great because Akshay and John always, it's a lethal combination. And what other than to call them Desi Boys, and Desi Boys choreographing them. Bosco and me choreographing, it was fun to do it, and I think John has done an excellent job. Akshay, he's a superstar. Yes.
When you talk of 100 years of Indian cinema, you as a kid growing up in the Bombay film industry, a vibrant city of Bombay.
Since I've followed choreography
Yeah.
in Bollywood, Sarojji has been always my super hit. Because from from back those days, I've loved Hoto Pe Aisi Baat. And I've always loved her songs like Nimbuda. And then all Madhuri Dixit's song, Sri Devi songs from Chalbaz. So I've admired only her. And to some extent, Chini Prakash, like Jumma Chumma. I think it was one of the greatest songs he has ever choreographed. And Mr. Bachchan has done a wonderful job. As choreographers, Chini Prakash and Sarojji. As actors, all-time favorite, one and only Mr. Bachchan.
Wow, it's wonderful. In the early days when the films, as you said yourself, the heroes were very sort of timid in the sense they would sing the maximum, they would raise their hands or arms or something, but otherwise they would hardly move. It's the heroine's job, a little bit of movement. Even there wasn't much dance.
Yes.
But they would just run around the fountain a little bit along those lines or around the trees. When did that process start changing in the film industry? Was it because of the influence of Broadway in the Western world? Was it because of West Side Story, and Saturday Night Fever? Was it things along those lines that influenced the Indian film industry?
Of course, I believe that because the Western influence has always been so strong on Bollywood or India that because our songs, like olden songs, were mainly recorded and choreographed according to the Indian needs and culture. Like there was Indian classical dancing. When West Side Story came, when Saturday Night Fever came, then the new instruments came into existing, as we know, like R.D. Burman. Then you say, so the new forms of dancing came. Like John Travolta, I think, was the greatest influence, where you have Shashi Kapoor dancing on a record player. So those are all disco eras where retro and disco went along. So I think John Travolta then came into Mithun Chakravarti, where Michael Jackson. So that was completely Michael Jackson. Breakdancing came into fashion. And then for now, that the media has played a big role. Because when I was a kid, I would not know what was tap dancing to ballet. I would know, say, at the most jazz, at the most form like, I would say it Western. I would never say contemporary. I would never say hip hop. I would never say so many forms. I think the channels and the media has played a big role. Today, you go on internet, you can learn any form of dancing. You put up a television and you will know which reality show is doing what kind of form. So I think that also has made the Bollywood industry change, and music to dancing to everything.
Something I've heard about this, there are some great dancers, but they may not be great teachers.
Yes.
You've got a combination of both. So tell me about the patience involved in teaching.
I think Bosco is quite patient. I'm not. I'm the most impatient guy, you will know. But I have changed from 5 years now because of my son. I have a 5-year-old son,
Oh, lovely.
Cristiano, and he's changed my life completely.
That's wonderful.
So I think, and I've learned, the plus point is I've learned to understand kids and understand what they want, how they want. So when I'm teaching my son also something, he takes me to another level of patience. So I think being with the artists, topmost artists, they are like your kids. They take you at another level of patience. So that teaches you also, and my son has taught me a lot.
That's wonderful.
I should thank you for giving me this honor to be on your show, because it's a real pleasure to be with you. I just saw the AV, what you had showed me. I think it's great. Bosco and I'm not in that league right now to be on your show, but I think God has been really kind and great.
Well, you're a very nice human being, and may God bless you. All the best.